rising, born to shine, born to shine. Grinding, grinding, grinding. Even though I'm down, I made it now. Climbing, climbing, climbing. I am a queen, I hold the crown. Flying, flying, flying. Living my dreams and holding it down. Born to shine. After everything that I've been through, said I could do it again, true. Putting in work each and every day. Now I'm a boss and I'm running things. Ain't come to play, I come to slay. Started from the bottom, now I'm changing the game. I'ma keep rising like a brand new day. And now it's born to shine, shine, born to shine, born to shine, yeah. Oh, it's a bar, it's a bar.
Hey guys, what's going on? You tuned into BARTV. It's your girl, Miss Melanie.
And your girl, Tish Love.
And we have the beautiful queen, Valerie Padilla here. Welcome, Valerie.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
It's an honor to be here with you both beautiful queens.
Thank you. We appreciate you. So before we get into the real reason we're here, which is to inform you guys who Valerie is and what she does, I would like you to properly introduce yourself to them.
Sure. Thank you so much. Well, my name is Valerie Padilla, and I am the founder of Valerie's Woman Empowerment Support Group. I have a platform on Facebook that I started 6 months ago, and we presently have 5,054 beautiful queens from around the world.
Global.
Right.
We are definitely global.
Nice.
That's a lot in 6
So-
months. That's a lot of women in a very short period of time.
It
There must have
is.
been a lot of women that felt like they needed empowerment. So
Yes,
many, so many
yes.
women.
We do.
Yes.
You are
Absolutely.
so right about that. And, you know, the great thing about it is that so many women have come up to me and told me, I've been dying to find something like this, you know, and I've been dying to do something like this, and now I'm doing it with you. So it is just a blessing. So
It
I'm
is
super
a
happy
blessing.
about that.
I definitely am part of her empowerment group.
Yes,
and
you
I see
are.
she's there faithfully every morning, in the evening, in the middle of the day. Good morning, beautiful queens, sharing empowering messages, sharing other women who are part of the group, things that they have going on and everything. So it's really beautiful. Can you please tell me day one and what brought you to start Valerie's empowerment group?
Sure, I would love to. So day one for me was just a normal day that I got up and I felt like I wanted to talk to the women that were going to watch me. And I went live on Facebook. And I just started to say, you know, us women, we need to stay together. We need to stand together. We need to empower each other. We need to make sure that we are united in every which way. And it comes from experience.
Absolutely.
Because every day we live life, you know, and surround ourselves with different situations and different people. So it was just so easy to bring one and one together and form what we formed.
Nice.
Was it like an event that happened to you prior to that that made you say, I feel like talking to women today, or it was just genuinely a natural urge, like, I need some sisters around me?
Yeah, it was a natural urge. And I want to just go back a little. When I was 16 years old, I founded a dance group. In my living room, I decided that I wanted to teach the young women in the neighborhood how to dance. And I was self-taught.
Okay.
So I brought them in my living room and I started teaching them. And my mother was like, wow, you guys are amazing. Wow. So I said, okay, well, you are our manager. So I hired her right on the spot. Yes, I did. And I formed this group. Now, the 100 Fly Girls, that was my baby. These girls, I kept them off the streets. We danced against unwanted pregnancies. So we had a cause. We were dancing for fun, but we had a cause. And it was a beautiful thing. And it lasted a couple of years. We had our own little cable access show. Every Sunday, you could have tuned in to watch our practices or our performances. So it was a great thing.
That is dope.
So I've
you
always
already had a good, strong female following.
Yes.
So when you went Facebook Live, everybody ate it up. They're like, yes, it's like water to them again. They're like, Val's back at it again.
I'm
She's
back
empowering
at
us.
it.
We're not dancing, we're talking. Now we're sharing and
Yes.
supporting. You know, so now that was 6 months ago when you first started that live. What brought you, or how long did it take before you created the actual Facebook group where you have them now?
2 days after the live.
No.
2 days after
Yes.
the live, I got to work. Because that is one thing about me. If I say something, I'm going to do it. I am a self-motivator. I motivate myself. Every single
That's it.
morning, I wake up and I'm like, we doing this.
Right.
Because I can't depend on anyone else and put that on anyone else.
Right.
You know? So I feel like God chose me to spread that message and
Right.
give that
Power
power
they
to the
need.
women.
The power to the woman. That's it. Now, give me a little bit of history about you and where do you come from, Valerie, the person, not the queen that's empowering people. How did you get to be the queen that is strong enough to empower people that need that?
Well, again, I guess I was born to to be a leader
Right.
And not a follower.
and not a follower. And
Right.
you know, it's really hard, especially growing up. I grew up here in Spanish Harlem.
Okay.
You know, and my mom was a very strong woman.
Nice.
And unfortunately, she passed away at the age I am now, 42 years old.
God bless you. I'm
Thank you.
sorry.
Of breast cancer. So when she passed away, I was only about 21 years old. So I was forced to become a mom, a wife, you know, all these things I was not ready to be. But my mom prepared me so much that I was ready,
Right.
you know.
Right.
And it was not an easy thing, but I also had my grandmother.
Okay.
Oh,
So
you
you'll-
come from strong women.
I come from the strong women, and unfortunately, my grandmother, I think, honestly, I don't know about if you guys feel the same, but sometimes spiritual things happen,
Yes.
and my grandmother recently passed away.
I'm sorry.
Thank you. So I felt that she said, my child, I'm not going to be here no longer, but you must take this crown
And continue.
continue. So I took it as a positive, and to this day, it's a positive because of what has come out of this.
Wow.
Right. So let me ask you now, how did, in 6 months, 5,000 members, did you, that's not, listen, it's not easy.
Yeah. There's people
It's
that's been
not.
doing stuff for a long time that got like 12 people.
And it's a Facebook group at that.
know, right?
And
Everybody's
Facebook.
Instagram and Twitter crazy
Right,
right now. They're
right.
like over Facebook. So, but they're
Yes.
faithful on your Facebook group.
They are
So,
definitely faithful.
at what point did you notice a strong increase in the numbers? Did you have a certain event, or did you do something to where you met a whole bunch of women, or like how did it get to be so big? And did it happen drastically at one point after a specific point?
Honestly, it happened all in the beginning. When it first started, the group started strong because I feel that the women in this group are very strong. We have
Nice.
different personalities. I tell you, I get emotional thinking about my beautiful queens. And it's just a blessing to have them. Like right now, we have a toy drive that we have set up. And these women have come forward with these beautiful gifts. And not only the gifts, but the service. They want to wrap them. They want to come. And they're just always by my side. They're so supportive of the movement and what we stand for. And I don't want to sugarcoat nothing because nothing is perfect. We have had some discrepancies in the group.
Okay. How do you handle the discrepancies?
Well, I got a lawyer.
We want
I got a lawyer.
the details on that. How do you keep so many women
In check?
in check on a positive
I
note?
threatened them. No, I'm just kidding. This is all positive. I feel like it starts with the leader. Like, you have to set the example. If you want to go down to their level, then that is not setting the example. I like to talk things out, and as soon as something happens, we nip it in the butt really quick.
Right. So it doesn't escalate.
Right. But thank God it's not that kind of group. It's a positive, empowering group. But things happen, sometimes misunderstandings. And, sometimes a bunch of women in a group,
It can happen.
a little cattiness
Not
could still happen.
sometimes, always. It's possible,
So, yes.
So with that many women, how do you guys set up like events and get-togethers? Like, do you have the people that are from wherever they're from, if they're together, do they do stuff with your help getting them together? And then people in New York?
Yes. Well, I must say that now the events have been happening a lot in New York.
Okay.
And I feel so sad for the other queens because, I'm not physically there with them.
Yeah.
But I will be going to Florida next year
Nice.
to meet the girls in Florida. And we're having an empowerment meeting out there. And we're not only going to have a meeting out there, but we're also going to do some work. We're going to give back to the communities.
BARTV needs to.
Hey, I think
I
I'm
was not
taking...
invited into this group, but I'm coming in. I don't
She's
care. I don't
coming
need an
in.
invitation.
She's like in it right now.
I need to be a part of this. I
Yes.
feel empowered.
I feel the energy.
That's super dope,
She
though.
took the phone on the day we was here with for Chrissy. She was like, "Hold on, here we go. Valerie's empowerment group. Make sure it's an S and all
Yes.
together." And she
I
me
put her
the
in
group
it
back
right
then.
there and then.
Yes.
Yes.
Because I think we all need that. Like, we all need support. And it doesn't even matter how much support you have. There's never enough. There's always room for more. So that's super dope.
It is. It is. And every morning I get up and I give them that motivational speech in the morning because not all of us get up all jolly.
Yeah.
That's like make-believe lands.
Yeah.
Even sometimes me. I get up. But you know what? I pep talk myself and then I say, you know what? Things are going to be great.
Yeah.
We can't let things consume us in a negative way.
Absolutely.
Turn that negative into a positive. So
That's so
that is
true.
my motive.
The fact that you said earlier that you're a self-motivator, that's phenomenal because there are so many people that are not, that
Right.
need encouragement to do the smallest things. I think I'm a very positive person. But I don't know how self-motivating I am. I do need a
little
push
push
sometimes, so what?
I know. I mean,
Girl, you need a big push.
She's like, wait, let me push you right now.
no, because Tish is my other half. But
They're
Tish
beautiful, these two
definitely,
young women.
It's not that she needs to push. I don't really ever think I even give you the chance to be a self-motivator. I'll be having it loaded back to back.
Right.
I'll be like, this is what we're doing this week. We got this
Yes.
next week. I booked up for a whole month. Oh, wait, you going away when?
Yeah.
Hold on. Before you go away, we got to get like 4 in.
Yeah,
So I'm going to challenge you to do more self-motivating.
To get it
I'm going to be like, Tish,
I
I need some
I'm gonna
motivation.
join the group.
Right.
Yes, she needs some of Valerie's woman empowerment in her.
Yes. So I know you do self affirmations.
I do.
And, right. I know I picked that. You do believe in turning negatives into positives, and that's like the key to life. And I've at 40 just learned that. And but if you ever have dark days, we all have our dark days.
We do.
How do you bring yourself out of that? What advice would you give to someone who is maybe at rock bottom or doesn't have that support system or empowerment group, hasn't joined the group yet because they will soon?
They will.
But, if they're just watching this right now and they need one kind of way to get through that rut, what would you say?
I honestly always turn to God.
Amen.
I always turn to him because without him, we wouldn't have anything. And I try not to base my group on religion because there's a lot of different religions. So I stay neutral, but I always send them blessings and well wishes. But for me, God is very important in my life. And he always gives me that strength to do what I do.
Yeah.
Right.
He is the power that controls me.
Have you come across women? I mean, see, for me, God and religion is different. God is God, religion is different. We're not going to go into that conversation yet, but have you come across someone in your group or in life itself that told you they don't believe in God, and how do you go around that?
Honestly, yes, I have. Not one of the queens, but someone in the family.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Yeah. So that was kind of tough, but I don't judge anyone.
Right.
And there's ways of working around things. And it's funny because me and the person have a great relationship. But I respect his views and he respects mine, and we just nip it in the butt.
That's dope.
Like that.
On that topic, it's so funny because I believe in God, and I do understand that there's some people who don't believe in technically God, but I also respect the people that know that there is something, whether it's the universe,
Right.
it's God, whatever it is that you believe in, it's right. There's some type of energy,
Energy. That's a good way to put it.
Exactly. Whatever your positive energy is, go with it,
Yes, absolutely.
If you don't want to call it God, I'm not here to judge you. If you want to say it's vibes, the spirit, but I think that that's smart that you don't force religion
I do not.
on the girls, because a lot of people don't come from exactly.
Yeah, and you know what it is also, that so many girls have been through so much that they've given up on the hope that there is anything out there that could help or save them.
Right.
And in this group, we have so many different women from different walks of lives. Like, I've never met a person that was stabbed multiple times to be left for dead by someone that they loved.
Wow.
I've seen it on TV, I've heard it on the news, but this is a person standing in front of me that I appreciate and love so much in such a short period of time. And here she is, and she has a smile on her face. She's positive, and she's loving, and she has advice, and it's such a blessing to just have her there, to share this story. So in our group, there's a bunch of different beautiful women from different walks of life. We have people that were on drugs before, that have recovered, that are now able to give us advice on not to go in that route, or what it took to go in the right direction. So that's what balances this group out, that it's not a perfect group with perfect queens and women and a fairy tale. No, this is real life and real women, and we're sharing each other's stories and just being compassionate towards each other, and what they bring to the table. Because when it comes down to giving food to the homeless, we all one. And that's what makes this group so special.
I definitely want to come do that.
No one judges anyone. Everyone is one. And we wear crowns. I forgot my crown today. On a normal, I have a crown on. It's an invisible crown, but I usually have a real crown too. And at our brunches, we raffle them off. Yes, we do. And that is a positive affirmation. Those crowns are everything. Yes.
My crown, because I'm part of the group.
I'm going to get you both a crown.
Okay.
How about that?
Thank you.
Yes, that is
You're
our
gonna see me wearing my crown next time I'm on
Yes,
BARTV
you
like
are.
this. I'll be
Yes,
like,
you
shout out
are.
to the ladies at Valerie's Empowerment
That's right.
Group.
What do you do if a guy wants to join the group? Do you say nah? Like, what?
No.
You know what's
Have you
so
ever had a guy that
funny?
wanted to be part?
Yes. You know how many guys I've denied?
They probably
About-
think to get in there.
A lot. Because some of them have, different motives on why they want to be in a group of women with,
5,000
so many
and
of them
change.
from different parts of the world. But, it's so funny because I met this gentleman, and I'm always bragging about my girls because I'm so proud of them. And just the women that they are, such strong, beautiful. And that's another thing. I always tell them, we are beautiful, we are strong, and we are determined. And that is something that we tell each other and we say at our events. And it's just positive affirmations and words to just live by.
Right.
You know, but this man, I was bragging about my girls and the group getting a sandwich, and he was so impressed. He was like, you know, us men, we need a group like your group. Can I just be in your group? Can I be the only man in your group?
Start the man's empowerment
Please
group.
start a man's version, because, you know.
They can't come in here.
Yeah. He's like, I don't know, men are just so this and that and that and this. I'm like, look, the same with women. You know, we all have a little something in us, but you can make it work. If you want it to work, you can make it work.
Right.
And I always say, at the end of the day, those that are still in the group were meant to be in the group. Those that aren't, that this is not for, then, you know, unfortunately, they won't be with us at the end, which there won't be no end.
So in the 6 months, how many events have you had, and what have they been?
Wow, we've had a bunch of events, which is so amazing. We have done brunches. That's how we all started. The meetings. We did like a meet and greet. And we've done a back to school book bag drive where I purchased 60 book bags, and all the girls donated supplies. And we went to a domestic violence shelter, and we gave it out to the children of this shelter. And it was so beautiful because we got to interact with the children. They were having a barbecue, and it was at a, you know, location that wasn't disclosed to anyone, but we were invited, and we handed them the book bags. That was such a great feeling. Also, we have done, the girls are very talented. We have makeup artists. We have Zumba instructors. We have novel writers. We have movie makers. Like, we have so many different beautiful
shows.
We have television.
You got radio shows.
We have just a mixture of so many different beautiful, talented queens.
Amen.
That there's so many events going on that it's just a great thing, because a lot of the women that are in the group, they're like, you know, I feel so good doing things with different women and different things that we've never even done before. It's kind of like a girls' club. It's such a good girls' club. Yes, we're going to do the spa in the new year. We have a spa day for the queens. We just finished having a makeup class, a 5-hour makeup class with 2 of our queens, Jasmine and Joanne. We did Atlantic City. We did a barbecue in the summer. So, and we also did Queensgiving, where we invited our children and our spouses to break bread with the queens.
Ooh.
So my husband was there.
Nice. Oh, shout out to hubby.
Yes, my son was there. You know, it was a great thing. And just to break bread with each family and just be there, and so that they could see what we stand for. Because, you know, not everyone understands what we're doing. Right. They just think we're just hanging out.
Girls hanging out. Having
girls hanging out. But we do serious stuff. This Thanksgiving, I cooked a full meal for my family. And this Thanksgiving was really cold. In my heart, I had to go out and give food to the homeless. So I put some plates together, and I went out with my cousin, Evelyn Corsino, I love you. And we went out. We went to the train stations. We went to the hospital emergency rooms. And it was so cold that day.
It was, because I didn't want to go to no family.
Yeah, it was really cold. And it was just such a great feeling to give
on Thanksgiving.
And I don't think we're going to do this more often, because it doesn't have to be Thanksgiving to give.
Right.
You know, and it was just such a great feeling. We met people that have stories. We listened to them. We saw pictures that they shared with us. So it was like an intimate, you know, event that we just went and did. And that was just beautiful.
It impacted you positively.
It did.
So
that was
let
a great
me ask
thing.
you, you've done all of this in 6 months. If you can get up to 5,000 in 6 months, where do you see yourself in 1 year? What do you see, and what are your goals for the group and the queens?
Yes, so that is what we are working on as we speak. We want to do more community work. We want to help our community and the other communities also. I'm going to go and visit some states and the queens in those states and set them up so that they could do the same work that I'm doing here in New York.
Right.
So it'll be like different chapters.
Simultaneously.
Right. The same thing, just different chapters, because we need it all around the world to empower, support, and encourage
Yeah.
each other and, you know, teach our children,
Right.
our future. Like my son looks at me and he thinks like I'm Superwoman because I do it all. I do the housework, I do the 9 to 5, and I do my beautiful queen's work, you know, with the girls.
And God's work.
And God's work,
You
definitely.
do a lot of work.
I do.
What is your 9 to 5?
I manage an optical store.
Okay.
So if you need any eyewear, come to Eyes for You Optical.
There you go.
We will hook you up.
Como. Yes. Well, thank you so much for sitting with us today and letting us get so many great details about the group. Make sure you let them know your pages as well as the group's pages and how to find you.
Yes, beautiful queens. Please look for us on Facebook. We are Valerie's Woman Empowerment Support Group, and you will see us there because I have that big old banner saying Valerie's Woman Support. Instagram, we're on there, and just look for us.
That's beautiful because, to be honest, I've been part of a lot of different community outreach, different services and, you know, drives and all this kind of stuff. And, you know, even thinking about how the world works, you know, we're always worried about outside, you know, overseas. Let's help the people over here, over
Yes.
there. But, you know,
Sometimes
the
it's at
people in our own yard and
Yes.
our own home sometimes is struggling too. I'm sure 5,000, not all 5,000 women are living well, you know,
No.
every day is a struggle. So that's beautiful that the queens and their children get to benefit from their own giving forward.
Yes.
Kind of paying it forward and coming right back in full
That's
force.
right.
Y'all gotta put me in this group. I'm feeling left out.
We're going to put you in the group right now.
You're gonna be
Right
in
now,
today,
beautiful
today.
queen.
Okay,
Right.
okay, I feel better. Thank you for coming.
Thank
We are-
you.
Thank you for having
Very,
me
very,
and
very
letting me
excited.
speak about our beautiful and empowering support group.
Yes, it's a blessing.
Grinding, grinding, grinding. I'ma keep grinding. Climbing, climbing, climbing. I'ma keep climbing. Rising, rising, rising. I'ma keep rising. Born to shine.